This presentation is about the Dementiability methods. The focus of Dementiability is on exposing the abilities and enriching the lives of those living with dementia. Narrated by Gail Elliott, Dementiability Enterprises. Dementiability offers education to both professionals and caregivers. We teach people how to enhance the lives of those living with dementia. We also offer customized dementia resources for people who are working in the field, for families, and also for people living with dementia. According to Alzheimer's Disease International, it is estimated that in 2015, there were 46.8 million people worldwide living with dementia. While this number is alarming, it is far more alarming to see people living with no quality of life. Dementiability Enterprises, through research and practice, has shown that there are things we can do to improve the lives of those living with dementia, and we can help those who provide support and care. Dementiability focuses on enriching lives, enhancing function, and adding quality of life to each day by integrating supports that help each individual live with meaning and purpose according to the individual's unique abilities. Engaging people with dementia in life and living is a moral and social responsibility. It is our obligation to speak, do, and hear on their behalf. The goal of Dementiability Methods is to expose the abilities of each and every individual living with dementia. Our goal is to enable spared abilities, adapt the environment so each individual is set up for success. We want to enhance function and thereby enhance self-esteem using memory supports and all kinds of cognitive and memory aids that set people up for success. Our goal is to engage each individual in roles and activities that are connected to who the person was in the past, what they're able to do in the present, and provide meaning and purpose in each day. Ultimately, our goal is to help each individual to enjoy each and every day. When we expose the abilities of each person living with dementia, we can create a world where independence and function is enhanced and each individual can live with meaning, purpose, and joy. Needs are met according to interests and abilities. The goal is to create a prepared environment, an environment that sets each individual up for success. The environment looks and feels like home. There are things to do, and the person is at the center of all we do using the Dementiability WOW model. Long-term care homes look and feel like home. When you walk through the front door, it looks like your home. When you walk through the halls, it looks and feels and smells like home. Staff work as a team, and each resident feels that he or she belongs. Rooms look like their purpose. Living spaces feel like home. Dining rooms look like their purpose. They look and feel familiar, just like home. Bathing areas are transformed from institutional cold environments to a space that is intimate and looks like its purpose. Research on environmental design for dementia is taken into consideration. Toilets can be clearly seen and the environment looks familiar. In long-term care, each individual enjoys the look and feel of home in their own private living space. Triggers for leaving are removed. The doors on the left and the right are disguised and made to look and feel like home. Throughout the 2 days of the Dementiability Methods workshop, we talk a lot about memory. It is important to understand that declarative memory is increasingly impaired for those living with dementia. We therefore have to put the information related to facts, my life, tasks, finding my way, finding things, doing things in the correct order, all of which are part of daily living, into the environment and support the memory that is no longer accessible in the memory banks of those living with dementia. Throughout the 2 days of the Dementiability Methods workshop, we talk a lot about memory. It is important to understand that declarative memory is increasingly impaired for those living with dementia. We therefore have to put the information related to facts, my life, tasks, finding my way, finding things, doing things in the correct order, all of which are part of daily living, into the environment and support the memory that is no longer accessible in the memory banks of those living with dementia. It is important to support those who are challenged by memory loss. Put the details into the environment where they can be clearly seen. It is important to support those who are challenged by memory loss. Put the details into the environment where they can be clearly seen. Wayfinding memory aids are also beneficial to those who are challenged by memory loss. Use arrows with words and/or pictures to help people to achieve independence using signs that lead them to their destination. Wayfinding memory aids are also beneficial to those who are challenged by memory loss. Use arrows with words and/or pictures to help people to achieve independence using signs that lead them to their destination. Wayfinding memory aids are also beneficial to those who are challenged by memory loss. Use arrows with words and/or pictures to help people to achieve independence using signs that lead them to their destination. Memory cues are tailored to each individual's needs and abilities. We can use arrows to point the way, and we can use cueing on doors to help people identify that this is their room. Memory cues are also created to help people find things. Memory cues can also be used to enhance safety and independence. Some people with dementia can no longer remember how to do things in the right order. We teach how to use memory supports for personal tasks such as toileting, dressing, and bathing. Something as simple as a name tag can have many benefits. Name badges offer memory supports. In our study, we found that residents began to call staff by their name. We also found that residents began to address each other using their first names. Knowing that loneliness is such a problem in dementia, this was a particularly positive outcome of our study. Name badges also provide a form of memory support for those living with dementia. If individuals forget the faces of loved ones, consider using a photo of the person, past and present, along with the name, to provide memory support and personal connection. The Dementiability Methods also focuses on the importance of choice and enhancing independence, provide opportunities for each individual to make their own decisions. Dementiability methods are person-centered. I have created a model which looks at each person individually. The WOW model looks at who the person is, past and present. It looks at your observations. What do you see? What's going on? When's this happening? When is it not happening? And you connect what you know about the person to what you are seeing to determine what you will do. This model can be used by staff, family, and volunteers to meet the needs of each individual living with dementia. The first step is to collect as much information as you can about the individual. It is important to collect information about who this person was in the past, including habits, roles, routines, and narrative life story. It is also important to know who this person is in the present. Consider needs, interests, skills, and abilities. Create a memory book and help this person to remember important details about his or her own life. We also teach people how to use agendas and reminders. We discuss how you can use this to address such issues as repetitive questioning. Throughout the 2 days of the Dementiability Methods workshop, we emphasize the importance of understanding that all behavior has meaning. When needs are met, we can address such things as responsive behaviors. This is an important part to meeting needs of those living with dementia. Dementiability methods focus on meeting the needs of the person from the time they get up in the morning until the time they go to bed at night. Basic needs related to care, comfort, and love are addressed. Loneliness contributes to many of the responsive behaviors we see in dementia. We teach how to use alternative approaches for connection and love through our 2-day Dementiability workshop. Staff play a key role in addressing the needs related to love and belonging. Responsive behaviors are addressed, meaning and purpose is added to each day by looking at who this person was in the past and what they're interested and able to do in the present. Our goal is to expose abilities, help people continue to do the things they used to do, and to do the things they enjoy doing for as long as possible. Some of the decline we see in dementia is not because of dementia, it's because of disuse. Give people things to do within their range of abilities to enhance function for as long as possible. Throughout the 2 days of the Dementiability workshop, we talk about exposing the abilities of each person and finding the person beneath the dementia. In this case, we see Jack teaching Emily how to change the oil in the van that is in the lock garden at Grandview Lodge in Dunnville, Ontario. To the right, they have a garage in the nursing home where all residents are invited to come and participate in the activities that are of interest and that have been adapted to their abilities. Using the WOW model, all staff collect information about the residents and create activities that are connected to their needs, interests, skills, and abilities. Themed areas such as an office, a nursery, or a garage have been created in long-term care homes to create the look and feel of home and to give people something to do that add meaning and purpose to each day. Once themed areas have been created, such as this garage, it is important for staff to act as a starter button and encourage residents to come and participate in the activities. Create routines so this can be achieved each and every day. When people are diagnosed with dementia, many of the roles and routines are removed from their daily life. It is important to understand what a person is able to do and give them jobs that add meaning and purpose to each day. Staff act as a starter button, inviting residents to participate and work alongside them. A daily role of handing out hand sanitizer to residents who come into the dining room provides opportunities for social connection and adds meaning and purpose to each day. The Dementiability methods require a team approach. The residents fold the hand towels, dietary staff take them into the kitchen, add warm water, and another resident distributes the warm hand towels after each person is finished eating. A critical question is, what is each individual able to do now? In this case, Peggy is playing on the iPad app, Best Guess. She is successful and her laughter says it all. When the Dementiability methods have been put into practice, each individual is engaged, enriched, and their function has been enhanced. The goal is to enrich body, mind, and spirit and avoid excess disability that comes from disuse. It is important to create activities that are within a range of abilities of the various people living in each home environment. These activities need to be available and accessible, and all staff need to know how to put them into practice. A key message in the Dementiability methods is that all staff and family need to learn that they are the starter button. People living with dementia need to be invited to participate in activities. Mealtime is an important time for most of us. We teach how to enrich and enhance the mealtime experience. In long-term care, it is important to have things to do while people wait for their meals. It is important to have activities available throughout the day that are connected to each person's interests and abilities. It is important for all members of the team to work together to address the needs of each and every resident in their care. Using the WOW model, the staff know who Neil is who he was and have exposed his abilities. He eventually began leading the sing-song for the residents in the home where he lives. The Dementiability methods also teach how to address responsive behaviors. Neil's behaviors always arose before 3 o'clock. Now, at 3 o'clock, he's leading the sing-song and he is not wanting to leave. The words we use are important when working with people with dementia. In the Dementiability workshop, we teach the formula for inviting people to help and participate. When the Dementiability methods have been put into practice, we address boredom, loneliness, and the ability to do things independently. We set the environment and the person up for success. When the environment is prepared, people live in a place that looks and feels like home. They have the supports that allow them to engage in all aspects of life and living. They live with meaning, purpose, and joy. These methods can be used successfully anywhere. Families can use them at home. Staff can use them in long-term care organizations, in hospitals, and in any community environment. The goal is to work as a team. I'd like to send a sincere thanks to all those who have already put these methods into practice. This is a team approach to care. It's also an individual approach to care for families and friends. Thank you to all who have changed the lives of those living with dementia. The goal of the Dementiability team is to lead with depth, passion, and positivity, with the goal of creating a world where older adults are supported in a way that helps them to be the best they can be. Thank you to all who have helped to change the face of dementia. To learn more about Dementiability Enterprises, visit our website at www.dementiability.com.